Morning.
Morning.
Just giving the coffee a bit of a stir. We were just saying this morning, homemade coffee. Just wonder, like now that you can actually make a good coffee at home, I wonder how much that has impacted cafes. If you're a cafe owner, send us a message. Tell us. Has it made a difference to your day-to-day business, or a true coffee connoisseurs not concerned? Do they just go to the cafe anyway? Don't know. We were pretty serious daily coffee drinkers.
Very serious.
Like $70 a week commitment.
Yeah, like a coffee each every day for... Yeah, a coffee each every day for 7 days. Our thing was to leave the kids, go out, have a coffee together.
Yeah.
But with 3 teenagers.
Well, that went on for several years.
Yeah.
So we just got to a point where we things actually did get a bit tight, and we had to look at our budget and say, where could we save $70? Oh, hello.
And we have 3 teenagers who just need money and lots of it. As George Kalin says about God. He wasn't meaning God, he was meaning teenagers.
Yes. All right. Well, we are the Bleepers on a couch drinking coffee. I'm the big bleeper.
I'm the little bleeper.
And today we're talking about blogging. Vlogging, blogging, writing, doing something every single day for the good of your business. So it doesn't have to be every single day. So what's the minimum they could do? Is once a week something? It is something, isn't it? If you do once a week, you're going to get some benefit. That's 50 inputs a year. Actually, I'll rephrase that. You're going to get a good benefit doing once a week, but the standard is 3. If you do 3 a week, that's considered good. But the people that do something every day, and I'm talking about writing something of value, so we've decided to do this 10, 12, 14, 15, 17 minute podcast, which is we're sort of making into a vlog because I'm doing some video work behind it. But that takes a massive chunk out of my day. So I'm putting in 3 hours a day to create this, let's say 15-minute vlog. And it's hurting. It's painful.
Yeah, when it comes to content, there's 3 C's. It's not just the content. So, as I said yesterday, if you've got a social media account and you post to it daily, weekly, monthly, and you think, I'm advertising my business, I'm doing everything I can, you're not. So content needs to be consistent. Content, commitment to consistent content. And
so that's the 3 C's you're talking about?
Yeah.
Commitment
to consistent content. And for a small business person who's running around doing stuff and who's often reactive because your day decides what you end up doing, it's very hard to commit to that. And so this kind of content really is the difference between a business that thrives online and a business that doesn't. So,
Well, it's actually about the way Google treats you. So I keep mentioning Google. I was actually doing the video side of this yesterday, and I was thinking, gosh, you'd think I was paid by Google. And the reason Google's so important is because Google is really the only search engine. So obviously there's Yahoo and AltaVista, and there's several other search engines out there that have different things they do. But the reality is that Google has become the dominant search engine, and their AI is getting so clever. I don't know if you haven't seen Google phoning a hairdresser to make an appointment for you. Watch that online, because that is really where we're heading. I mean, AI is going to become so they've been saying for about 10 years, the next step for us is what we call agents. And Siri was the first step towards an agent, of which obviously we've now got Alexa and Bixby. But Siri was the first one, and it's a very poor copy. But when you watch the Google AI actually ring and make the appointment, we are getting real close to these agents. So an agent is a technological personal assistant, and you will actually be able to just literally talk to it like another person. And
I can't wait.
and you'll literally just say, "Hey, make me an appointment at the hairdresser," and your phone will ring and make you an appointment. And have a listen to it on YouTube. It is amazing. So the reason Google's so important is because Google sends you free traffic. So when someone types in who's the fairest of them all for whatever your business is, so who's the best hairdresser, who's the best baker, who's the best butcher, who's the best dentist, who's the best lawyer, Google is going to give an answer to that question. And what most people don't realise about Google is they make their living on one parameter. And that parameter is, are you real? And if Google believes you are a real business, and you know what you're talking about, and you actually are a good baker, or you've been baking for 25 years, or you've got a whole bunch of likes on your page, or you've got comments on your page saying, this is the best baker in town, and Google reads all that stuff. So they've got a robot that actually reads text and works out what it says. They've got a robot that goes through videos on YouTube and reads all the listens to all the videos and translates that into text and writes down what it all is. So they're documenting what everything is. And at the end of the day, that information builds up as evidence for whether you're good or not.
And it's really like a grade.
Yeah.
Google's grading us.
Google is grading us
So
now and deciding who is the best one. And that's why blogging is so important. So, and why is it so hard?
Because it's hard. Because the thought of writing something for most people, well, when we say to a business owner, we'd like you to do a little video, and they go, oh my God, no. But then we say, well, you could write a little blog for us, and then we'll edit it and SEO it and all the rest of it. You just write the content and we'll do the rest. Oh no, I can't write anything. Yet, if I said to one of my clients something about dog food, and he went off on this 20-minute rant, and I say that with love.
Well, it wasn't a rant. It was.
No, I say that with love.
It was a genuine passion.
Yeah, he had so much knowledge and good experience with what he delivered to his customers about this product or about what to do. I just said to him, that was a blog.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just told me a blog, and you say you can't write anything. So
so I think that in answer to the question, why is it so hard, the biggest thing is that it is like everything else. It's a time commitment.
You got to show Google that you're an expert, and the only way to do that is by content. So this guy's a 25-year veteran in a certain type of business.
Well, he's in a pet supply store.
Yeah, what blogging does is transfer that 25-year veteran expertise online, so we can tell Google, because just ringing Google and saying, this guy down at this shop in this,
he's really good.
That's not how it works.
No.
So
Google's had a long time trying to work out, how do you tell whether someone's real?
Well, it's not only working.
How do you stop an SEO guy?
Yeah.
So SEO is search engine optimization. So that's part of what we do for you as well. But the trouble with search engine optimization is Google's starting to not like it very much, because in the old days you could trick Google.
Yeah, but everyone's upset about how things change all the time.
Yeah. But
the pool of, it's like the ocean started off as a lake, and now it's global. Like, when Google started, it had so many parameters to do certain things. Every year, everything they do is growing exponentially. Yeah. Like, if we put it on a piece of paper, you wouldn't believe it. It's like space. You write the numbers down and you just think, I can't get my head around it. We can't get our head around it.
Yeah.
So the things have to change, because Google has got a bigger pool of people every day, week, month, year to sift through.
Well, so
they've got to change the parameters all the time.
There's 180 billion websites.
Yeah.
So when you type into Google, what's the best baker, it's not searching 180 billion websites right now. It's already done that. It's got it stored in its database, and it just goes to the file bakers in Ferntree Gully, and then it goes and gives you one. So tell the story about the pool guy in America, because that's really interesting.
The pool guy...
Because he wasn't a writer, was he?
The pool guy in America was not a writer. He was a pool guy, and he was going out of business, and he was really struggling, and he thought... I can't remember exactly the story. This is very vague because it was a long time ago I heard this story, but this is right at the beginning. It was like 3 years ago probably I heard it. He was struggling. He...
well, his customers used to ask him questions each day.
He did get asked questions all the time, and he must have gone somewhere and heard about blogging.
He was going everywhere each day to service pools, and he just wasn't making enough money. So he was building pools, and he was also servicing pools. He had a service business.
Yeah, he didn't have enough new business
to build pools.
He was in a time where he thought, do I keep going with this? Do I not? He came across something to do with blogging, and he thought...
Well, someone told him, you just got to write down something.
Yeah. Anyway, he decided at the end of every day... he would take one problem that he had or one question that a customer asked him, and he would blog about it.
Yeah.
And within a period of 3 years or something, he...
Well, let's just put that into what it was. So a customer says, how do I stop my filter from buzzing? That's a blog. So he would come home, and he had all this experience. And so he'd answer that question. He'd write down on a notepad during the day, how do I stop my filter from buzzing? And I was actually in our pet food store guy the other day, and a lady came in and said, my chicken's got a dirty bum. What does that mean? And I'm like, that's a blog.
That's a blog.
Write a blog. Because if she's asking that question, there's probably 1,000 other people who have chickens that have that question.
If you haven't noticed, the Big Bleeper's excited about
I'm on my coffee. Woo!
He's excited about blogging. And whenever he talks to people about blogging, he goes a little bit crazy.
Okay, so get back to the pool guy. I'm diverting you off again. I'm trying to... Yeah.
Anyway, it was...
So these questions came in?
It was about a 3-year period, but he had organic traffic. He went from selling like 30 pools a year to 150. He expanded his business, and he owned that space all across...
For all of America.
All of America.
Yeah,
so if anywhere in America you typed in pool, his blog would come up. Even though he can't do your pool, he could have probably opened 10 or 20 agents for his pools all around the country and expanded his business on this one blog.
But Google decided in the end that his website was the guru website. If you had a question about pools, that's where they sent you first. Now, obviously, local data plays a bit with that. And so if you were saying best pool guy in Connecticut, then they would only give you pool guys in Connecticut. But if it wasn't specific, they'd send you this guy. But I'll just explain why that works. And this is something that really rocked my world when I understood it. Because once you understand this, you'll think about blogging as a totally different thing. If I tell you that a guy has a website that's got one page, he's got a one-page website, are you going to think that guy's a big business or a small business? Most people are going to think small business. All right? If I tell you a guy's got a 900-page business, a 900-page website, are you going to think that guy's a big business or a small business? It's a big business. So the point here is that what that guy did, he wrote 900 blogs over a 3-year period, and every time you write a blog, and we build the website in such a way that when you add a blog up, it makes a new page on your website. And so at the end of week 1, your website went from 3 or 4 pages to 10 pages, and then when to week 2, it goes to 20 pages, and at the end of week 3, it goes to 27, and the end of week... And so you're adding new pages to your website every week. And as time goes by, Google takes notice. And they read the stuff and they analyse it and check it, and they realise, wow. So that's what that guy did. He turned his website into a 900-page encyclopedia on every problem.
Megatron.
Yeah,
Of,
and it wasn't the best writing in the world. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to win an award for. Whoa, he's such a poet. The way he writes his stuff. He just answered the question: why is my filter humming? Why can't I stop my pool from going green? What's the best chlorine? How long should I spend with my filter running each day? Like, these are just questions that people have, and he just wrote them down as they were asked each day, and he answered them. Do you have something else to say?
No. I was just writing down a thought, sorry.
Oh.
I was actually writing down. And that guy's website ended up to be at least 900 pages by the time it was rocking. So, and then the big bleeper mentioned it anyway. So there we go.
All right. Well, we're at our time. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Think about the blog.
Actually, don't just think about it.
Go blog yourself.
Go blog yourself. Start writing down every time a customer says something. Get a little notebook or get a notepad on your phone and just write in there. Why has my chicken got a dirty bum? How come my dog coughs every couple of hours? Why does my dog make this seal sound?
Make a note on your phone or get pages on your phone. If you've got an iPhone, get pages and you can actually write it when you're sitting waiting for your daughter or your wife or your husband or something. Write one, and just, you don't have to publish it. But if you ever come across a marketer and you think I need to go to the next level, and you've got like 25 blogs sitting there, even if they're just rough, and then that's a great start. A great start.
Yeah. I'm the big bleeper.
I'm the little bleeper.
Have a great day.
Ciao.